You have to think that whoever is guiding such a precise network of pyramids must have been a very advanced culture, probably extraterrestrials.
Probably not at all, actually. Hi, I like to ruin things for other people. I'm also an engineering student and a comedian. Here's why I'm right and you're wrong about the pyramids. Standing at 481 feet tall and made of 2.3 million bricks of granite and limestone, which each weighed around 15 tons apiece, the Great Pyramid of Giza was the largest structure on Earth for 3,800 years. Until the birth of your mother, I guess. This is, in my opinion, the greatest feat of human construction of all time. They would have had to place a block every 2 minutes to build it in the time they did. And it was all worth it in the end, because now incels on the internet think it was aliens. The reason people started to consider aliens as a reasonable theory? Do you have my marker? The reason people started thinking that aliens might be a reasonable conclusion from the pyramids is because of this guy. This is Eric von Daniken. And he wrote a book in 1968 called Chariot of the Gods, where he has a manic episode and makes the claim that structures all over the earth were built by aliens. This paved the way for people with way too much free time and no jobs to deep dive into Reddit theories on aliens. And I am unemployed and I have a lot of free time, so we are going to jump into the theories actually. One of the greatest cited pieces of mathematical evidence that the pyramids was built by aliens is that when you divide the perimeter of the base by the height, you get 2 pi. And I guess people don't think this would have been possible because they would have had absolutely no knowledge of pi, so how could they have possibly designed that unless they used a wheel? They could have used a wheel. You see, if you mark a wheel at the top and then roll it along the base of something you're measuring, all you have to do is count how many times this part gets to the top. Now we're not measuring the perimeter of the base, we're actually measuring a huge circle, or the circumference of the pyramid, which would be equal to 2 pi r. And then all we need is for the height of the pyramid to be equal to the radius of that big circle, and we get 2 pi r over r, or 2 pi. They could have used a wheel. They probably used a wheel, guys. Or it was aliens. But let's say that aliens did design the pyramids. Why would they have ever chosen to do this with it? Just 2 aliens hanging out, and one of them's like, yo, I've got an idea. What if we do something where, like, the perimeter divided by, like, the height is almost pi? And then the second alien would have been like, oh, yes, that's good, I like that, because then, like, 5,000 years from now, some internet virgin is gonna love that. You may have seen photos or drawings from inside of the pyramid that people claim include things like laptops or UFOs or Miami Mint geek bars. The reasons for these paintings is actually completely explainable. They're called palimpsests. And it's what? A palimpsest. Ooh. And it's, put that on the screen. Palimpsest. Stop. Now a palimpsest is when you draw something, erase it, and draw over again. Because the Egyptians really only had so much rock to work with, right? So for example, if I was in a cave and I really wanted to draw a heart, there we go. But maybe we've changed our mind. This rock face actually now needs to have a rocket on it. Then I would come back and I would draw the rocket over the original heart and just kind of erase some of it. And what is it?
Penis.
A penis. It's a penis. You're right. It's a penis now. We've drawn a penis. Palimpsests were actually really common to see in ancient times because back in the day they would write on vellum, which was made from hide. And it was really, really inconvenient to kill a new lamb every time you wanted to draw a nude to someone.
Did we say penis good?
Yeah, I think you said penis good.
Did you say penis good? Slightly low.
My cameramen are playing the penis game. I should have never brought penises into this. Are we alright to continue, guys?
Yeah, I think Egyptians drew like all sorts of.
No, I'm pretty sure the Egyptians had a full-fledged language, by the way, written language. Yeah. Called heretic, I think. Yeah. Heretic?
I love that movie.
No.
Heretic.
Heretic is somebody who goes against the church.
Jim Hereditary.
Who is Jim Hereditary? Did you know that multiplying the perimeter of the Great Pyramid by a certain constant actually gives you the circumference of the Earth? It's very cool. The constant technically is 43,200. But I have just been calling it the schizophrenic constant. So admittedly, where they got this number is actually really interesting. I'll try to keep it brief for you guys because it's from nowhere. They got it from literally nowhere. The number has no correlation to anything at all, and I'm not kidding. They pulled this number out of their butts. It has no correlation to literally anything at all, and they cite it all the time. I need open space. So this is Noel's mother's phone number, and I'm not kidding.
Kevin.
I know. But what's interesting about it is if you divide it by our schizophrenic constant before 43,200, you actually get 80.085. Or boobs. What I'm getting at here, guys, yeah, come here. Get closer. No, get closer. What I'm getting at here is you can get any two numbers to equal anything with just simple algebra. And these theorists are constantly cherry-picking information to trick the likes of you, and come back, the likes of you into believing that aliens built it. One more time, to thinking that aliens built the pyramids when they didn't. It was us. What, are you having a stroke? Come back. And I know what you guys are all going to say in the comments. You're going to say, oh, well, Kevin, if humans did design the pyramids, then why is there no proof of the blueprints or any of the plans to build it or anything like that and whatever and stuff? First of all, if the aliens did come down and tell us how to design the pyramids, we'd still need blueprints, dork. And second, maybe the reason we don't have any plans saved from building the pyramids is because the designs would have been this. It's a triangle. That would have been the whole thing. Meeting adjourned, that's it. Hey guys, you want to design the pyramids? Let's make it a triangle. That would have been it. That would have been the whole thing. Look at how good that triangle is.
That's a really good
That's a pretty
triangle.
good triangle. Credit where credit's due, you know? And first try. Because the blueprints would have just been this. Triangle. Not at all, right? Actually, maybe the reason there's no designs, why are you still here? Actually, better yet, maybe the reason there's no designs for the pyramid is because they would have just been that.
It's also again, I don't know,
You drew the Star Trek
a pretty
logo.
bad triangle.
You drew
Do
a
you
Star
wanna-
Trek logo.
Why am I surrounded by critics? Okay, here's one. The sides of the Great Pyramid line up nearly perfectly with the cardinal directions, and people are like, oh, how could they have done that? They would have needed a compass to know which direction is which. Or they used the giant ball of fire that rises into the sky every morning from the same direction. In conclusion, no, the pyramids weren't built by aliens. They were built by us. It's like an incredible feat of engineering. That's how they got built. You're welcome for watching. Think you're right? Well, you're not. Let me know what you should be wrong about next in the comments.
It could have been lizard people.
No, actually, lizard people are real.